When you code a complicated application, there are conventional troubleshooting methods to pinpoint where the error is coming from. When you follow a conventional method, your approach is like a detective to not worry or get scared because of a problem, but you become really curious to find what is happening because your mathematical mind is saying, if you have done these 5 steps, then the result has to be there. 2 plus 2 is 4, cannot be 5. When you go with that approach, you become excited when you face some of the weird error because you want to know what is happening. So in this particular case, I was facing some errors. I started adding database logs to after each of the comments. I also wanted to know which method is taking how much time. So once I was done, I was able to check my database, these logs, and see which method is taking how much time.
It's
And
8 o'clock.
one of the weird thing was my methods are being executed twice. All right. Then I ask my co-pilot to share the detail and ask it to fix, but it did not. And I went to another conventional method of trying to find answers in my friend Stack Overflow. This is where the difference is. Number one, there are other people who are facing the same problem. So that's where you feel like, oh, you're not alone. This is a common problem. It seems like, yes, that's something that we could do. You keep looking, and then you find that this is a common behavior in React, that in dev mode it run twice. But then this particular solution will not work in React 18. It did not solve my problem, but it gave me a lot of background about what is happening behind the scene and what may be the cause. That's when you go to the source of the information. You start reading about use effect and exactly how it works and what it does. And this is where you connect your theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge, proper documentation. And if you spend enough time here, your information, knowledge, and experience will all be organized properly because now by reading this one page, you will be able to know other nuances and overall information about this one particular thing. So we started with vibe coding, then we went to a conventional method of adding database logs to see exactly what's happening inside the code, and then looking at that database log to see what is happening at what time, how much time each event is taking. And after that, went to read all these, went to the source, and then you come back with this additional information. The change did not help. Please research further. Here is the React doc. All right. At this point, I could have shared more about that in dev mode it called twice or whatnot, but I thought let's see what it will do. Sometime I even say that go back, research, come back and talk to me, and then we will decide what to code. I specifically write many times that do not start coding. And this is the page that I want to keep here for a reference. So some of the thing that was tremendous. Look at the React doc, analyze this. Um, and all the information that I was able to find in a Stack Overflow or in the document, this guy was able to find it really quick. If in development, FX runs choice, and this and that, and it also tried to explain me why everything is happening, and then it proposed a new solution. I did not accept it yet because I wanted to show that this was the old and this is the new. What was wrong? What was fixed? Okay, I will have to confirm if this has fixed the issue or not. I will show you. But the main thing that I wanted to cover in this video is these traditional mindset, these traditional steps make you more curious, make you more almost like an investigator, detective, where instead of feeling a setback, every time you encounter an error, as a programmer, as a developer, you actually get excited because you want to know if 2 plus 2 is 4 and your answer is 5. You want to know how is it possible? There has to be something wrong, and I need to find it. Once you develop that desire, once you develop that urge to find that missing piece of the information, your growth start. And by doing that, you're not only going to fix the issue, but you will be able to find more information about it. And then you will be able to organize all that information, because if you start going to React.dev or Python, over time, you will build a comprehensive knowledge base about that technology. Now, why I'm using the word structured? Because all the documentation always have it structured under chapters, sections, and you build that reference inside your mind. So it did not fix the issue. You can see the call started here and then it restarted again. I will go back, fix more. This also means that there are more learning is there. But the message in this video is that you have to think like a detective. You have to get excited whenever you face this type of weird challenges, weird issues where everything seems right, but it's still not working. And all this has started because the page was taking longer time, and I wanted to understand what is happening that helped me create this log, and this log helped me find the call is happening twice, and then that helped me started reading all these documentation and trying different things, which obviously giving me a lot of knowledge. All right, bye for now.